Hi, this is Sheri Ann Richerson from ExperimentalHomesteader.com, and welcome to our daily vlog. I think that I got out here at a really good time yesterday to get video of these winter aconites in bloom, because if you look at them, you can see that they are definitely starting to fade today. So I think it's only going to be a few more days and there's not going to be any of these left to look at. The daylilies are starting to peek through the soil. That's what we're looking at up here. And I do see what I believe is the start of a hosta right there. One of the hellebores has started to open up, as you can see. Absolutely gorgeous. I do have some triple bloom ones, but they're not open quite yet. Here's another hellebore that has started to open just since yesterday. This one is a little more upright facing. I really love my witch hazel. This is Autumn Embers, and I think that every year this tree gets a little prettier and prettier. One of the things that I've tried to do in this garden is to plant bulbs underneath of perennials, such as right here. These are tulip foliage that you're looking at, and the woody thing that looks like a bunch of dead stems, that is a hibiscus. So basically the bulb foliage will come up, the tulips will bloom, and as they start to die back, the hibiscus will be growing and help to hide some of that dying bulb foliage, because you don't want to cut it off. You want to let it die back naturally. This is a small bulb that we put in. We actually have two of them backed up here. A friend gave me some pond liners that had holes in them, and I filled them up with peat moss and other material, other soils. I think we put a little bit of compost in them. And then we filled them with water. They have obviously got pretty dry over the winter, because normally you wouldn't see the black edge. But the plants do look like they're okay. These are irises here. And so hopefully soon we'll be seeing some life with these. I think Jeff and Charlie are going to join us. I knew I had planted snowdrops in this location, but I had not seen them in years. I was walking past today, and the white and green flowers definitely caught my eyes. I believe these are a double snowdrop. I'm going to have to keep an eye on them, but I definitely think they are a different variety than the ones I showed you up the hill the other day. This is the star magnolia that I had mentioned that is absolutely loaded in blooms. It's going to be beautiful this year. This is the rare black bamboo, and it looks like it did fine through the winter. So none of my stalks have turned really black yet, but it's still in the process of establishing. It hasn't been here very long at all. This is another bamboo that I have that's still in the process of getting established. This is actually the one that the panda bear eats. So I'm really excited to see it once it gets its roots established and starts to really grow. These are the other snowdrops in my garden. We're just going to walk along and see. And they are definitely different than the ones I found today. I think these are the giant snowdrops, but don't quote me on that. But they are pretty good sized. One more patch down here. One thing I think that makes the winter garden really special is when you get these evergreens that have the gold or the blue tipped foliage, because that really stands out in the snow. And I can't remember the exact name of this. I know the last word in the name is moments. But I've got the tags inside. They've broken apart out here, and I don't remember off the top of my head. These buds are on a yellow lilac, and they are by far the most open of any of the lilacs I have, including the ones sent to me from the USDA. I have several beautiful patches of yellow crocus here that were not open yesterday, but today they clearly are, and absolutely love the bright yellow colors of these. I have another fairly large patch up here, as you can see. So this is where I grow a lot of my native plants, but I put these in just to add some early spring color and some nectar for any bees or beneficial insects that might be out right now and need it. This is a juniper that has some very nice winter color. Again, I don't remember the exact name of this one, but if you really want to add some wow to your landscape in the wintertime, look for these evergreens that have the colored tips. These are the lilacs that came from the USDA, and as you can see, they are not as far budded out as that yellow one that I have. These are the onions in my cold frame that I was talking about over on Facebook. I have not done anything to these since probably 2012, and yet here they are, alive and growing. I bet you guys can't see that, but I have a spider. There he is. There he is. Like I said, I bet the camera won't pick it up. But anyway, I have a spider climbing on this tomato cage in the cold frame. I use tomato cages a lot. There he goes across in his web. To hold frost cover, hold plastic. You do have to be careful. Some of these older ones, they're broken like this, or they have little pieces of the metal sticking above. You don't want that with plastic especially. I don't worry quite so much in the cold frame about the frost cover because we're in a cold frame, but you could take something like Gorilla Tape and just tape over that if you wanted to. I'm hoping to get all of this brush moved. It won't burn, it's too green. And possibly move some of our kennel fencing out here and turn the chickens out so that they can do a little bit of weeding and a little bit of turning of some of this compost for me. So I was going to come out yesterday, and then it occurred to me that as much brush as there is, I might not be able to move it all by myself because it's pretty piled up and entangled there. So I think that's it for the garden tour today. I did go to the doctor this morning, and I had to have a CAT scan, and to say the least, the procedure was uncomfortable, especially the dye that they had to put in. I left feeling really confused because the guy asked me several times if I was diabetic. And they also asked me if I was on blood thinners. I am not on blood thinners, and I have been told that I was pre-diabetic but not diabetic. He said that my chart showed that I had type 2 diabetes. So we're in the process of trying to get a hold of my regular doctor because I would like to know why that's in my chart. It's not something that I have ever been told that I was diagnosed with, and certainly nothing I have ever taken any medication for. So I'm really curious about that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day, and we'll be back here tomorrow with another daily vlog. Thanks for watching.